Greetings and good morning from the Karoo on a Saturday morning. I had a run this morning and generally get to do some thinking while I'm having a run, and it has manifested in this message to you. And the message firstly is to everybody who owns a firearm lawfully in South Africa. And secondly, and very importantly, to all sport shooters and hunters who own a number of firearms for sport shooting and hunting. And thirdly, about the very serious threat to firearm ownership in this country, which is presented by the current government. And fourthly, about the place of Safe Citizen as an organization that is standing up for community safety. And fifthly, that one doesn't need to own a firearm to be a member of Safe Citizen. But the people who should be leading the charge, who should be setting the standard for safe citizens and an acknowledgement of the intrinsic role that a lawfully owned firearm plays in South Africa, should be the ones that are front and center in supporting an organization like Safe Citizen. The same thing inside me that makes me stand up and take on a cause and fight it and be passionate about something and create an organization like Safe Citizen and manage it virtually single-handedly for 6 years, now being supported by a competent, resilient, skilled and passionate team of volunteers. That same thing inside my personality is the same thing that gives me the effrontery and the cheek to send you a message like this that you have not solicited. Over the years, I have annoyed many heavy hitters in the firearms fraternity. There are big names in formal firearms fraternity that don't like me. They go as far as writing letters to media organizations that publish videos of me complaining about my message and that they don't like it. There are others who will have nothing to do with me and who make it very clear to their followers. I make no apology for being in their face and in your face, and certainly no apology for being in the face of the government around their plans to disarm South Africans. So my question to you is this: if I am not seeing from the people with whom I have shared ranges, sport shooting ranges, from the people whom I have trained, the thousands of people over the years, if I'm not seeing even 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 150, 200 Rand donations a month into Safe Citizen as a commitment to doing something about enabling somebody else to stand up and carry this fight forward. If I am not seeing that from lawfully armed citizens, people who have a vested financial interest in firearms, and of course a vested interest in their survival by virtue of their ownership of a Section 13 gun, how can I expect the general public in this country to stand up and make donations? And here's the interesting thing. The majority of the donations, the vast majority of all donations into Safe Citizen are from strangers. People who I have never met, who have simply read and listened to what Safe Citizen has to say, who are concerned about community safety and who are stepping up to the plate. So I'm asking you today to ask yourself whether you think you could demonstrate your commitment just with one small 2 or 5 minute act a month to actually do something positive about this. Because guys, if you think that your 50 or 100 Rand a month won't make a difference and nobody will miss it, that can be the same thought pattern that can translate into not voting in a national election. Oh well, It's only one vote. My vote can hardly make a difference. And we all know this morning that if we all don't turn out at the next election and we all don't vote for the party of our choice, we will get what we've always got. We will have the same government choosing the next president of this country. And after that, we ought not to be heard to complain about that president because we did nothing about changing it. And it translates exactly back to the small thing that I'm raising this morning. Are you prepared to take a few minutes of your time and a few rands out of your budget, around the price of a cup of coffee and a Coke, and put it into Safe Citizen? Because thousands of you with small donations will make a big difference. And licensed gun owners, you guys should be leading the charge.